Almost like falling in love for the first time over again. Hold on tight to the feeling, but it's a roller coaster in my head. So I'm holding myself on a precipice, and I've been dreaming off the ground. So I'm looking for something that's definite. I'm praying you don't let me down. It's gotta be all. It's gotta be all or nothing. All or nothing. Oh, it's gotta be all or nothing. All or fill my soul with light the day we met. I don't wanna leave your side. Have me by your side when the sun sets. Let's leave for an eternity. We'll sail across the lights beyond the sky. I'll be with you eternally. I'm an addict for your love, it keeps me high. You fill my soul with light the day we met. I don't wanna leave your side. Have me by your side when the sun sets. Let's leave for an eternity. We'll sail across the lights beyond the sky. I'll be with you eternally. I'm an addict for your love, it keeps me high.
Greetings to all viewers. We're currently holding 148 total win streak. Not exactly a win streak, it's more like a number. Keep piling up as long as you don't lose. Got a bit of a tie streak over here, as you can see, but with back in business. I got a few attack. Rewind. Here it's an old base. I got plenty of experience dealing with this type of base. It's basically sending drill machine. After you pre-weakening, resoften the center core. Then you send your drill machine into the center to clean up, and the rest of the base is all weak towards Lalo. You can see all 4 ground expo and all single infernos. So swag a bunch of spell. You can even swag siege machine if you gather up 14 all zap quake spell to zap out the center. In the top section, town hall section, will be assigned to the hero group, the Sui group, so to speak. The amount of work is not substantial, so notice I only have 1 golem, ice golem. Usually my go-to army has 2 ice golem. I choose either way to start my Lalo. First, push further with my solo royal champion. The point is to have the first air defense getting taken out, so my Lalo could start off later to push through further. That's the whole trick. If the earthquake boots plus the gets to taking out one of these air defense, that's even better, and the rest of the plan is the same. Hopefully getting your royal champion combined with drill machine to going through the center to deal with the rest of the heavy defense. But if it's unfortunately to not trigger any of these 2 air defense with your football, or your Sui falls short, couldn't reach the air defense, the royal champion has to do the work. If that's the case, Lalo have to intercept, cut through the pathing in front of the royal champion in order to have her cut in deep, and that's the whole plan. Moving on, now let's look at one of the easiest base, at least for me. I'm doing a cleanup for my teammate since he failed taking out this base successfully, so I have to step in. It's a rush base, so it should have no problem. I'm doing a fireball Lalo. You choose either of these sections to do either zap or fireball, that's up to you, but in this case fire spitter is pointing this way, so having zap dealing this section, taking out the threat, whichever came harm my flame flinger will be taken out swiftly. Follow up with flame flinger and the left section should be done, and hopefully the flame flinger can reach this, but I miss scout one of the Tesla over here, so the flame flinger still get struck down before it's do its final push, but it should be alright. So Warden goes here, hopefully it goes upward. If not, try to navigate it with some of your troops, and fireball lands here. Try to push my fireball a bit further, so I invis. It's the easiest fireball. It should swag a lot of spell. Invis the first multi-tower, multi-archer in order to push your fireball a bit further. And I tried to join my Sui with Warden to do a simultaneous charge, and further guide my Sui going deep in the through the center, going through the back end. Here's a chunk of the base has to get trimmed down in order to have my Sui not wander off the flank, and that is the whole attack. Just a few lalo cleaning up the back end. Easy. With that being said, let's moving on to the next base. This one flinger at the right section, manually deploy my super wizard to clear out some of these key targets alongside with town hall. Dewey, the strongest area. Follow up with lalo. That's the whole concept. The trick is to enter my super wizard later in the game. If there's a chance to kill the CC, greatly benefit. If not, there's a chance that the CC will going straight for my flame flinger. So to avoid that is to have my Sui start the push before I entered with my own manual deploy super wizard. That case, the CC will aim for my Sui and not the flame flinger. Get a few units to tank for the flame flinger. Should be alright. Don't be alarmed, it was just a scout to trigger any bomb from harming my super wizard. Now it's get triggered. Basic ring base. I decide to zap here. It's a zap dragon rider attack. The zap section set up a funnel, point my Sui in a direction, going clockwise. It's a standard log launcher push against ring base to reinforce and clean up the rest of the base. Straightforward. Moving on to the next attack. Now this one's a bit tricky. Now, to my knowledge, the enemy clan sets up variety defense CC. There are super dragons, there are titans, there are ice hound and ice golem. So in my own strategy, how am I gonna deal with this type of CC? If I stacked up 3 Yeti, it might prone to this type of aggression, to this type of CC. So I come up with a titan, a Yeti version of my own CC in case there is an aggressive enemy clan castle troop. There's not much center defense. I wouldn't invest my zap just to zap out or to take out the center defense. Put him in the line of fire of the log launcher. It's a good result. Now, before the log launcher enter, We have to taken out all these heavy defense. Soften up the defense. The Dragon Rider can either go in like this or like this. It depends how successful the Sui pushing through. A swift Sui push, the main force should be going like this, through extension. If not, better do a pinch, avoiding time fail. Skeleton spell will do tremendous amount of work in these two areas, leaving to my royal champion to do a charge right before my dragon steps in. 150. We're halfway there, boys. Major breakthrough. A Zap Dragon Rider on top of it. It's another detour. It's another false execution. So I gotta come up with a plan B. I suppose to zap out this bunch of value. And Sui here. The log launcher goes like this. Tricky situation. So the back end sweeper will cause me a lot of trouble if I'm planning to finish the dragon push at 6. I couldn't reach it successfully. During the last stage they are the most vulnerable, so I would avoid that by separate my royal champion downstairs to have a solo walk through all these sections. I am confident that'll work because I got an extra skelly spell placed here, provide distraction and not having her to clear out the scatter shot and the enemy RC. That way it doesn't matter if the dragon push through, they only have to end up over here. On top of that, I only have to save my warden mobility over here. Without RC, this enemy minion prince will giving me a hard time, so I make sure to have the warden ability saved for the headhunter, specifically to deal with this minion prince. Here's the thing, all the tragic caused by one Tesla sticking up over here leads my queen further down away from the key target, so there's no point of sending my log launcher through.
But I'm not done yet!
On top of that, I think my king got pulled by the hook along with the giant that further ruins the whole attack. Alternated for the blimp itself was the log launcher, so we back to the original approach to have your blimp paired up with the warden eternal tome going for the town hall. Send your blimp, taking out the town hall. Yep, going old school. But there is a little bit tricky because we all know this is the new Eternal Tome. Yep, a bit sketchy though, I gotta say, and all thanks to the Phoenix doing its solo push onto these major ground defense. Great shout out to the Phoenix, doing tremendous amount of work. Okay, here's the plan. Zap Dragon Rider, a ring base. Now, the most annoying placement is these two spitter. So if I can get a chunk out of it, then aim my Sui towards these two defense, that would be great. So the thing I did is here. I've taken out these section with my Zap Quake, trying to have my queen going like this.
Try to reach for the spitter and have my king go like this. Push even further through. Follow up with my log launcher. Dragon Rider doing sweeping motion throughout the base. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This kind of placement, all these vast void, is to prevent any troop from entering. It ricochets elsewhere, split. So how do I direct my deployment on top of it? That is the trick. That is the question. And I placed my log launcher slightly to the left. That is because left flank is safely secured by zap, but this part of area is unknown. Still haven't been taken out by the king and queen. Will not know what's the outcome. Will this threatening ground expo getting taken out so my log launcher be safe? We did not know. So it's best to stay clear, stay range, and have better chance of reaching town hall. That's my goal.
This one's just lousy. With no super goblin, I struggle to navigate my own king. And I did test for any accident test. There's none Tesla over here. So if I place it directly between this tile, I'll make sure my king go this way and combine to one force to push straight for the town hall. But I really did, during this crucial moment, I did press my screen, my tablet, right over here, but somehow screen just identified my input here. It's just sometimes these weird moments, and yeah, and fucks it all up. I could play some extra super loon to take out these two buildings. Almost time fell, but I managed to secure the 3-star in the end. I have so many super loon just to trim down these area, because I focus on it's basically free for my flame flinger. I only have to trim down the edges to not wander off, walk in front of this round expo. Okay, so how do I adapt? Now there's only queen going in for this compact section. 7 lightning spell plus 1 earthquake spell to take out this particular boosted supercharged inferno. So I'm down 1 spell. I used to have 1 extra skelly spell. Now king get to tank in front of the whole spearhead movement. Eternal Tome right in this area, because the rest of it was easy. Moving on, standard approach. Here's the zap, and queen going like this with a dragon baby doing its funnel, and super goblin taking care of this gold mine, so my king goes this way. Do a little funnel, make sure they going this way, so they Sui taking out this section in the log launcher. the regular approach. That's pretty much it. Straightforward. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.